by head coach Ben Jacobson. Go ahead with your questions, guys.
Coach, what was halftime like for you guys?
Oh, we talked about trying to get everybody playing at a really high level, and I don't know, Carson, if it was that Bradley came out and got off to a nice start, did a good job. They made their first 3 or 4 threes. And give them credit for getting off to a good start, and that slowed us down just a little bit. So I didn't think our movement was great offensively in the first half. Or if coming off that road trip, playing 2 games on the road and playing really hard, having nothing to show for it in the win column, if that slowed down, I don't know which it was. But didn't feel like we had everybody going at a high enough level. Second half, I thought our movement was better and played a little bit better.
What do you think of Johnny's performance tonight?
As a real compliment, Jim, I would call it typical, standard, or whatever word you want to put on it, and saying that in a very complimentary way. Sometimes you see guys on senior night that emotionally it really gets to them, and they have a hard time playing well on senior night, especially at when it's a game that we didn't get off to a great start like happened tonight. But Johnny did. He knocked in his first 3. Played a very good game. Looked like a lot of the games he's played for us. He's been awfully good.
How much is this program going to miss a guy like him?
Oh, I'm not sure that that his value can be measured very well by either any sentences I can put together or statistics, numbers. I'm not sure I can qualify it or quantify it, whatever word fits. He's because he plays so well, and he does a lot of good things at both ends of the floor, but the intangible stuff is, until a guy like that isn't here, that's when you find out, when that guy is no longer with you, because his intangibles are as good as anybody's that we've had in our program.
More on Johnny here. You go through senior nights every year, but is this one maybe a little different for you, for the team, maybe for the fans, you think?
I think in the way in which he's such an easy guy to get attached to, whether you're his teammate, his coach, somebody in the fans that are here, little kids that come to camp, whoever, the community, that he's just such an easy guy to get attached to, whether you know him very well or you don't, if you've never met him, because of the way he goes about his business. The way in which he plays, as he's shown, he lays everything out there all the time. And I think that is the reason people that they get so attached to him is because he's a great representation of our student body and of our community. He just does so many things right and so many things well. He does them with all kinds of art, passion, and toughness that he's an easy guy to get attached to, and that makes it hard for the senior.
Had you been thinking during the course of the day, I'd like to find a chance to give him a curtain call, or was it just kind of spur of the moment there in the 5 seconds?
No, you always want to be, at least I think you always want to be able to do that with your seniors. And then you just hope you're in position to. Because if you're able to give them that curtain call, most of the time that means that you're ahead, you're going to win the basketball game. But you always want to be able to do that.
Defensively, did you want to stop their penetration? Was that part of the key to slowing them down?
Yeah, in particular in transition, we really felt that at Bradley, that was one of the things that they did really well. They got the ball from end to end and rim to rim in transition, and they hurt us with that aspect of the game. And that part of the penetration, that's where it had to start for us, was being back and making sure that they weren't able to dribble between us and get rim to rim. And then once we got into the half court, trying to do what we could on the ball screens to keep the ball above that three-point line forces that ball handler to have to move toward half court instead of always attacking. And tonight we did a better job than we did at Bradley. And that credit goes to Bradley because of the way they played at their place.
He kept Lemon out of the lane, but he knocked the three-pointers down. So.
Yeah, you start the game and they make a couple threes, and then in the second half they had a couple guys step up and then made some late, which kept it close enough. And you know when a guy does that, when he's figured out that we're going to do what we can to keep him out of the lane, he rises up and makes threes. You got to give him credit.
Coach, it's been kind of a roller coaster season. Do you feel like in this final stretch, even heading into the tournament, that things are maybe clicking a little more than they were?
You know, they are. Tonight was a little bit of a roller coaster, but they are, and we're playing good basketball. You know, we played. I've said this. We played our best game against Illinois State here at home the last time. We played very well. The last 12 minutes at Evansville, we played an entire game at VCU. Played very well. Tonight we put together a really good second half. We played good. There's some areas that we've got to play a little better in. If we were playing great, we would have won those 2 real games last week. So we were playing good. We're just not playing quite good enough. But really at no time, even though we've been up and down a little bit, in particular with some results, at no time during the year have I felt like we've had a long stretch where we played poorly. We've had maybe a week to 10 days, but then we've been able to come out of it and play pretty good again. So we just got to see if we can play our best game on Saturday. I've been talking with the guys a lot about that, trying to put our best game together.
One
Talk
more for
about
James.
challenging the guys at halftime, and Anthony James, 15 of his 19 points going in the second half. Just talk about his value.
He made a couple of important shots, and then going to that free throw line, even when it's 8, 10-point game, those are important free throws to keep it at 8 or to move it to 10. But he made an important three-point shot, the one in front of our bench after they hit a 3. Yeah, he's been good since he came off that 4 or 5 day rest. He's been pretty good.
Thank you, guys. Thanks, Jake.